Welcome to the 20th anniversary of the Las Vegas Book Festival. My name is Tomi Simmons and I'm going to be performing some poetry for you today. I originally started writing poetry when I was in second grade and I've been writing ever since. A lot of my slam experience actually comes from Las Vegas Battleborn Slam and the Beat Coffeeshop when it was still around on Fremont Street. So I've had a lot of experience in that realm, but also within just like the creative writing realm in general too. At my college, McPherson College, I was the president of the creative writing club for a year, and I was really involved with the creative writing journal too. And so yeah, creative writing is just my passion. Poetry though especially will always have my heart. I hope you enjoy my poems. I always wanted to be a chameleon. They're brave. To be able to blend, to be able to go absolutely anywhere and not be fearful. Just to have the ability to survive and change without question. Perhaps I wanted this because avoiding change is so easy. Welcoming surroundings, being sturdy and brave is a weight. I always wanted to be a chameleon, just to be absolutely sure that I could be brave. This next poem is kind of an introductory. I always do it to kind of try to make my audience laugh, but also I think it just describes who I am. Hello, hello, you all say, and I respond with a hi, hi. Oh, I stepped on your foot. Ouch, sorry. That's my walk. I can't really walk and talk, but I do anyway. I drink coffee like it's water, but I always burn my tongue. As in my tongue turns into a boiling blister, and I tend to be wearing white, so obviously it pulls in like a magnet and spills. My hair is never really brushed, and I love it that way. I'm actually terrified of heights, yet I rode the stratosphere when I was 9. Love hippies, but also love straight lines. Weird combination, but I dress hipster, then play to a sport. Love books, can't pick a genre. My soul is like every color combined. I am the girl who loves straight lines, but cannot actually draw the line. And I am a girl, yet I burn everything I bake, even after the first, second, and third time. And I listen to music 60 years older than me just because I love the magic of original things. It reminds me to be original, as in the calm, coffee, crazed, squiggly lined vintage girl. That poem always makes me so happy. I don't know why. So this next one is a little bit darker. It's about COVID-19, the height of it. Just like how I felt during it. And yeah, just like the experiences I was having. I actually wrote it in a creative writing class, so. I feel drained. Masks covering the details of a person's face. I have not seen lips in months. Face shields in places, only seeing the eyes of a person. Bags under everyone's eyes. Hand sanitizer being thrown for currency. It smells like the cheapest vodka, the kind that can make a person sick with just a smell. People wave hello and bump with their elbows for a greeting. The unspoken rule is no hugs. Trying to maintain relationships 6 feet away, distanced. Computer keys in unison, zooming through meetings and greetings, trying to find connection through their Wi-Fi router, now more than ever. Realizing I've not hugged my mother in months and feeling overwhelmingly sad, but trying to be hopeful because so many people have lost their mother in these past months. Candles hover over windows in memory of everyone past. Loneliness plagues and washes over people to make us still. Having to face trauma alone, realizing how much self-worth work has to be done, trying to look to the future. Historical moments are every day. It becomes part of our calendars and planners. News headlines storm our brains, and we are supposed to pretend to be okay, to be focused on the present, to be at our best, to have results, to be zooming through our lives. And maybe that's why our generation is going to be resilient. Because we have experienced pain and endings to stories we did not want to go. We have had to plan for a future that seems so shaken. We have had to thrive alone and be intentional in relationships. We are surviving, living, pushing past, feeling drained, being hopeful that one day we will be safe. We will hug our loved ones. We will. And this part of our lives will be the time where we survived through the pandemic. This next one is connected to Women's History Month, actually. It was featured in an art gallery at my college, things like that. I wrote it back in like 2017, I think. We are born moons, lighting lives in the night, yet expected to be silent, being told to not outshine his ego, told to let suns warm earth. We are expected to have beauty and stereotypes when beauty is us. We are expected to be submissive even when we know what's right. We are constantly excluded from the table even when we are the subject of the table. And I know I said moons, but surprise, surprise, I'm talking about women. And guess what? Time's up. Time's up for exclusion, for Me Too. It's a press for progress now as we are the moons. That one always gets me hyped up. Gets me like, I don't know, just ready. This next one is actually kind of like my coming of age poem. I don't know what else to call it. It's like about my time at the Beat and Battleborn Slam kind of, and what I was experiencing during those first couple of years as a slam poet. We met on the corner of the coffee shop in Fremont Street. Lights blinding us, pollen hitting the pavement, butterflies in season. We met in the morning as I woke up in the midst of chemistry textbooks never read and letters to my sister never sent. Cocoons embedded in the blanket and pillows, we met in the mirror between walking past the bathroom into my mother's room. Wings beginning to spread, and here you are. Doe-eyed, fearful, butterflies popping out of you. You force caterpillars to grow before their cocoons are developed. Rushing growth before we are in season. You are so quick to help me before you are ready. And I burn the ecosystem, trying to burn the caterpillars before they change, hoping change does not change me. Hoping that swallowing trauma whole without digesting it will sit well. Doe-eyed, butterfly-filled you, there's a glisten in your eye, and that glisten blinds me. It's strength. And you are me as I am you. How could I be afraid of you? How could you be afraid of me? We are the same, a voice I never knew to have. Butterfly girl, caterpillar filled, let them grow. Out of all the times we met, you never failed me. You hurt me when you believe failure is in your capability to me. I failed you for rushing you, for making you afraid, for not accepting you when you have accepted me. Stuck in a caterpillar phase, and I have let pride and stagnation go to say I am sorry. I am sorry for all of the times I did not let you speak up, when I doubted your ability to fly, when I doubted what I could hold inside of me, because of the burdens I did not let go. For all of the times I almost burned gardens because I did not want you to grow. Because maybe I was outgrowing myself. For all of the times I did not nurture you like you did to me. We met on the corner of the coffee shop in Fremont Street. You put me on the microphone and spread my wings. You drove me to wake up in the mess of my room and get to my mother's room. Butterfly Girl saved me. It's time I started saving you. So these next set of poems are really just about my time in India. I went to Kerala, which is like in southern India. And so it's just really a couple of poems that stuck with me after writing and traveling. So, the ocean is my lover. Waves kiss me. Some are so strong they knock me down. Letting them swarm me, they leave me at times. I leave to dry land, so we can realize what it means to miss another, though we are never without another. I am grounded to the earth, part of the shore, the sand ingrained in my skin. The wind around me comes from the strength of the sea. I feel the kiss once more. I am not afraid to be away because the ocean always reminds me we are never really away. I've never felt this full before. In awe, the sounds, the smells, spices, greenery, fruits so fresh they make your mouth water just by the smell. People who smile with their eyes reflected in love, and fishermen fully immersed in the water trying to get the catch of the day, realizing to get any catch you have to be fully immersed. Listening to the Hindi song about love, realizing I want to be looked as if I have all of the flowers in India inside of me, and to remind them of the soothing jasmine and lavender aromas, for that to be enough for my lover, for them to see the seeds in my eyes and the stems in my heart, the petals twisted in my hair, and for that to be the definition of fulfillment, because they know my flowers yield love without condition. Giving pieces away to someone just because you're a woman, a common theme that bends the story of so many of our sisters. A theme that reflects how hard sometimes we have to fight for identity. Staying in relationships just because you don't see your worth outside of it. Staying because there is no other way, it seems. Staying because leaving feels like an empty door that does not have anything on the other side. It is a lie. You were not meant to be trapped. Guilt should not be in your bath. Pride should be your soap. And hopefulness should be your washcloth. Self-respect has to be the water. Fill your bath with love. Make yourself whole. Giving yourself away does not make your identity change. I see sisters putting their whole worth into a relationship, wasting their talent, wasting their breath, taking fate out of their hands. We were not made to cater. We were not made to try and make their lives easier. We were made to follow our own potential. Partnerships should be equal, give and take, and identities should not be lost in the midst of it all. I see people I love thinking verbal abuse is not abuse. I see people I love thinking they need to put themselves lower on the totem pole just because that is what they think love is. When love must be a two-way street with a stop sign for boundaries. I see girls wondering, am I thin enough? Am I pretty enough? Am I good enough? There shouldn't even be a question. What we should be asking is do they respect me? Do they listen when I tell a story? Do they admire me? Do they see me for me? So many women have paved the way for us to prosper. It is out of respect for ourselves and our past that we continue to pave the way to not lose sight of dreams, just because a relationship does not want you to prosper. So after a day of paving, take a bath. Put hope, put love, put respect, and soak in it. Piece yourself together. This poem's kind of older. I wrote this when my sister was abroad in the military, I think, actually, or something like that. The greatest look I ever received was the fire in my father's eyes, the accepting ocean in my mother's, and the entire universe embedded in my sister's. My sister. I have to wait until March. I am on the verge of marching to you, 1 year almost, and I still haven't gotten a bear hug. Sister, I am gratified. You wear your flight cap like a crown, like the crown you were born to wear, but sister, I am seething. Why did they get you for holidays? They have taken enough time. My limb seems to be missing. Christmas is supposed to be time for family to be super glue, but there is a piece missing. Wide open, sister, I love you. You are the beacon guiding me home, meaning my own world. Please just know I am impatiently waiting for my universe to come home. And this one is the last one, and it's really short, but I really liked it. I wrote it in English class in high school, and it was like an anonymous piece, I think. I just left it on my English class table, and my teacher read it, and like all these students were trying to figure out who it was, so it was kind of fun. Without the art, I swear I needed an inhaler for the asthma that was brought on when I was without the essential lungs in my life. From someone who survived on art itself. Thank you everyone who watched. I really appreciated it. It's kind of nice to be able to connect with an audience, even if it's virtual. Be sure to listen to all of the Tapestry of Nevada poets found at LasVegasBookFestival.com. Be sure to watch all of them. Such talented people I'm surrounded by. So thank you so much.